clear, go ahead. Please respond to a 34 Pacific drop at 430. That property is being reported to contain suspicious activity at J1. Please close the causeway 127. Cable en route. United property T-2, over. Be advised to citizens suspect that possible 133 spotted as miles in the backyard of the property. Command around 35 and at each three has been raised with you 2, over. That is a day 2. Copy, en route.
Hello everybody and welcome to 10 You Out Boxing, and today I'm going to be giving you my thoughts on last night's fight between Luis Ortiz and Deontay Wilder. Right guys, what happened? It was an amazing fight. I'm sure most people out there that are listening to this watched the fight, but we're going to go over it anyway because it's definitely worth talking about. Right, it was highly charged, this fight, before it started. There was a lot of anticipation in the crowd. I was hyped up here. I watched it with my boy Biggsy. And yeah, a great start really by Ortiz, who kind of took the first few rounds. We had Wilder on the back foot. Both men were looking very, very sharp. You know, this is a step up for Ortiz. You know, we've got to remember that. Everybody was kind of focusing on, right, well, this is the test for Wilder. But thinking about it, it was a big test for Ortiz, you know, moving up. So, yeah, I mean, it was a clash of giants. It was a clash of giants, and it didn't disappoint. And Ortiz came out, like I said, was pushing Wilder back a little bit, and kind of dominated the early rounds, I'd say. But then Wilder does what Wilder does best, and starts coming back, throwing right hands, puts him under pressure. I mean, you could almost see it coming. The thing is with Wilder that I've noticed is he's always got that gear, okay? He's always got that gear. Round 11, round 10, round 9, round 2, round 1. He's got that gear where if he feels in trouble, or he feels the fight slipping away, or he feels like he's winning the fight, you know, Wilder's the sort of guy that can step up a gear and change a fight instantly. To me, that's why he's going to be a very, very dangerous opponent against Joshua. Because, you know, he's got this extra strength and power that, for his size, you know, for a thin dude, he's got a lot of power. This guy Wilder. My prediction was Wilder should win it. Ortiz might win it, and we've had quite a few sort of upsets lately in the boxing world. Just looking at Truax, DeGale, and a lot of people thought Eubank was going to beat Groves as well. So I thought it could have been one of those nights where maybe Ortiz takes out Wilder. But Wilder done what Wilder does best. He slipped up a gear and he had him in trouble, and he ended up putting Ortiz down. Now, he's a great finisher, Wilder. We know that. That's the thing. So we knew that when Ortiz gets up, he's going to be facing another barrage. And he did face a barrage. But what happened was, he came back into the fight around round 7, I think it was, and Ortiz caught Wilder with a great shot, followed up, and basically went for it against Wilder. He had Wilder in trouble. Wilder looked like he could have gone out, he could have gone down, but he held on, and Ortiz was just hitting him with bombs, and Wilder was just taking these bombs, deflecting these bombs, moving back onto the ropes, but he was in definite trouble, and that's what made this fight so exciting. It wasn't a foregone conclusion. This fight could have gone either way. I'd say that if Ortiz was 29, 28, it could have been a different fight. But that's the only thing I can say about that fight, is that yes, Wilder destroyed him at the end. I mean, he took him out, but he's taken out a guy that's what, 39 apparently, maybe more like 44, 43, 45, 46. I don't know. No one knows his age, but either way, I think if he was a younger guy in there against Wilder, it could have been a different story. It could have been. But we've got to give Wilder We've got to give him the respect, we've got to give him the praise, and what he done was great. You know, he took out one of the, in my opinion, one of the top 4 in the world. He took him out. What can we say? You know, the thing about Wilder is, like I said, he's got that gear where he can step up, and his boxing technique goes completely out the window. The guy throws some crazy looking shots. You know, I watched the replay this morning, and I mean, it looks like some of the shots he throws, almost like he's throwing a stone, like some caveman, you know, back in the day, throwing a stone to try and kill some dodo or something. He's throwing, it looks literally like he's throwing a stone, some of his punches. But the power that's involved in those punches, if they catch your chin, you're going down. This is the thing with Wilder. Once he starts swinging, if you swing with him, you've got a chance. But if he connects, you're gone.
Game
and
over.
That's kind of what happened, really. You know, the last knockout when he finished him, what happened? I think he got up for the second time, and all I was thinking was, Ortiz, you've got to punch with him. You've got to punch with him. And of course, Ortiz was dazed and a bit hurt, so he kind of like just put his guard up and kind of was walking backwards. And I knew at that moment, that's it, you're done, because Wilder's going to let go with these crazy dodo killing punches, and he's gonna take him out, and he did. So we've got to give Wilder the respect, give him the props, and say, well, yeah, Wilder, you done the business last night. So
Game over.
yeah, I mean, before the fight, I was thinking, you know, he was saying all this, I'm the best, I want Joshua, Joshua's ducking me, blah, blah, blah. And I was thinking, well, Wilder, let's see how you do against Ortiz. But now he's defeated Ortiz, you know, you can't say nothing against Wilder. Love him or hate him, the guy's producing the goods. And yeah, it was just a great fight last night. And, you know, it's really, boxing has never been so popular, in my opinion, and it's because of fights like that, and it's because of the characters in boxing at the moment. There's some great characters, and yeah, it's a great time for boxing. So yeah, we've got to say well done to Deontay and a big bomb squad, and commiserations to Ortiz, my friend King Kong. He didn't do much really. At the end, he got wiped out. So Ortiz, we still love you, baby, remember that. But Wilder, respect. You're on your way up, sunshine. And hopefully you're going to take on Joshua. Now, the mad thing is, I see, earlier on, I don't know if anyone's seen it, I think it was Schinkel. What's his name? Is it Kelly Schinkel or someone? Wilder's manager, is he? Or something to do with Wilder. But yeah, he had a press conference earlier, and he said he pulled out, I don't know if you see it, anybody, have a look on YouTube, it's on YouTube. He pulled out a bit of paper trying to discredit Eddie Hearn, and on this bit of paper they obviously had a conversation about making the fight between Joshua and Wilder, and yeah, so this bit of paper he pulls out at the press conference kind of said, you know, let's get the numbers together, and you know, we'll talk about it and blah blah blah. And that it was left with Eddie Hearn having to get back to Shelley Finkel and give him the numbers and kind of move on from there. But they never received another letter. He never got in touch, apparently. Now, I don't know. Boxing is sometimes can be quite difficult to navigate when it comes to business and fights and egos and all that kind of stuff. But I mean, if anything, it is hyping up the fight even more. So I think they're aware of that. You know, it's going to make the fight bigger and bigger, because in the public's eyes, the public are kind of, wow, you know, I want to see Joshua knock this guy out. You know, and the people in America are kind of like, well, you know, we're the best. Look at Deontay. Look at his power. He's a beast. We want the titles here. So we've got Wilder's people and we've got Eddie Hearn's people, and you know, there's always two stories. But I mean, my opinion on it is, I think maybe Eddie, I think they all want the fight, for starters. I think Wilder wants the fight, I think Joshua wants the fight. Like, there's no doubt these guys want the fight. But does Eddie Hearn want the fight right now? I think, you know, part of it, Eddie Hearn's human side, not his business side, just his general side, I think that, yeah, of course he wants to fight. Business side, he wants to big up the fight, you know, and he wants a fair share for AJ. And see, all this, Wilder wants 50% business. I agree with Eddie Hearn on this.
You like butter,
you know, this. We want 50% because we're a champion. You can't do 50%. If Joshua beats Parker and comes to the table with 3 belts, you can't ask for 50-50 or demand 50-50. It's just that makes sense. It's not a fair deal for Joshua, in my opinion.
Here we go again.
So I hope they can get this sorted out and these two guys can fight. It's going to be epic. You know, at this stage, I don't know who's going to win that fight. I'll be honest with you, I don't know. But what a fight it's going to be when it happens. But anyway, respect to Wilder. Great win last night. Unlucky to Ortiz, my man Ortiz. He didn't do what he wanted to do. But you know what? He's a very humble guy, a very likeable guy, and we got to give him enough respect. So, Ortiz, unlucky, my friend. Wilder, yeah, you done the bizzo. So, yeah, guys, basically it was an epic fight last night. Yeah, just crazy, really. It was just one of those fights that you want to watch again. So, I might even watch it again in a minute. Anyway, guys, that's all I've got to say on this matter. But tune in next time, so I'm sure we got a big show coming up with all the boys. So yeah, subscribe, share, tell your friends about it, and I'll see you all next time.